Okay, in this video I have a 2006 F350. It's a Super Duty, and we're going to be replacing the stabilizer links. The problem with this one is when you go over bumps you hear a lot of rattling in the front end. So going underneath the truck itself, I'm going to show you where the link is so you have some idea. This piece right here is the stabilizer link. To make it a little bit easier, I'm going to take the tire off the truck so I can get in from the side over here with an air gun, but we're going to unscrew this nut right here, and we're going to unscrew the nut on the bottom right here. So let me get this wheel off and we'll come right back and show you how this is done. Okay, now that we got the wheel off the truck, we're going to remove the stabilizer link and we're going to replace it with a new one. I want to bring out one important point. Always make sure you put a jack stand underneath the truck, car, whatever you're working on. If you have the wheel off the car, put something underneath it as a safety precaution. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to, before we take this top bolt off, we're going to take off this bottom bolt right here, because if you take this bottom bolt off and this one is removed, this is just going to spin and you're going to have to hold it with a wrench. So it's logical to leave it connected right now, and we're going to take that bottom bolt out right there. So let me set this up and we'll get started. If you have air, obviously you can use air to take it off. If you don't have air, you can do a ratchet and do it by hand. I find it a little bit easier with the air gun because everything is pretty rusty. But whatever you have that'll work for you is fine. Very rusty, so let me just cut this short for a second, come right back. And sometimes these are extremely rusty, and the way you get them out is you can get on there with a breaker bar and a pipe, or you can just work it back and forth and keep spraying up with penetrating oil and you'll be able to get it off, which is just what I'm doing now. That's why I said to leave the top bolt connected before you so take the bottom one out first, because otherwise you'll be trying to hold this and try to shoot that out with air at the same time, or use a ratchet or whatever. All right, so next thing you're going to do is you're going to get on the top one here again with either a ratchet or a whatever you have to use, a ratchet or an air-powered gun or whatever. What you're going to do then is you're going to hold the nut in the back here, and then you're going to shoot this nut off. And we're going to be reusing this nut, so don't lose it. I also want to point out that there is a washer on here. We're going to be reusing this washer also. So let me grab the new link and we'll put it back together. link and put it back through the frame. Put your bushing on and screw your nut on. You're not going to tighten anything up yet. You just got you on there now. Then you're going to take your bolt that you took out of your older one, put it right through here. Remember what I told you about that washer? You got to put that washer back on, right there. And then you're going to get the nut on the back here. Screw it on by hand, as tight as you can. And you can grab your rag gun, or whatever you're going to use. Whether you're going to do it by hand, or use a ratchet or yeah. And then we're going to tighten this up really tight. Alright, nice and tight. And what we're going to do is we're going to come to the bottom, and like I said, either you can use a breaker bar or socket, a ratchet, or air, whatever you've got. And then we're going to tighten this down all the way here. And let me just show you how tight you want to tighten it. Right? You don't want to crush it to the point where you split these bushings. You want to tighten this so that it's snug, and you'll be in pretty good shape. So we got the top bolt tight. We got this tight. That's it. We're all set. Put the wheel back on, and obviously we're going to do the other side, and it'll be all done. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.